Do you want to learn more about doing new construction jobs in the HVAC industry? You don't know where to start, you don't know how to lay it out, you don't know what options you should give the customer. Today I'm going to show you a great example of how we laid out this new construction job, because this was an interesting one. We had a main house area where we installed this 3-ton heat pump with ductwork, and part of the ductwork was concealed and we had ceiling vents. And then the other part of the ductwork we got to expose, and we had this round pipe coming in underneath this vaulted ceiling in this main open area, and it was just really nice. So you can learn that, hey, you don't always have to have your ductwork concealed or your ductwork exposed. You can have both. And this may be something that your customer may really like the sound of. Oh, we can have exposed ductwork and it can be just round pipe in here and it looks good. You can see it. Some people like to see their ductwork. Some people do not want to see their ductwork. So I'm going to show you this. And then they had a guest house area. Now this is a barn dominium on a slab, metal roof, standard insulation, no foam. We had this guest house area where we were able to install a mini split system, multi-zone mini split system, because we didn't have room for ductwork. So this was the best option. And I'm also concerned about the customer's budget. So I didn't just give them one price. I gave them several prices. Why? Because they had to meet the needs of the budget. So we ended up, instead of installing this 3-ton outdoor unit with these 3 indoor heads, we ended up installing 2 heads and then an outdoor unit that was 2-ton, I'm pretty sure. And it's able to take care of the comfort needs, and it was able to save them, I think, around 3 or 4 grand. So I ended up getting the job, and the job went really well. Today I'm going to show you the rough in, and then I'm going to show you the final, so you can look at how we laid everything out. I think I talk about the duct sizing and talk about how many vents, and then I measured the temperature split of that HMH7 modulating heat pump. And it was just a good job. Glad to have this one. Customer super nice, and I like new construction jobs. Why? Because, well, you get to put your spin on their house with what you want to do or what you think you should do, and you treat it like it was your own build. And you just get to see the satisfaction of the customer when it's all over. They're like, wow, this is just a really good job. You saved us money and it works just as good and we just love it and all this stuff. So if you want to learn more about new construction, today I'm just going to give you this example. It may be a little bit boring for those who are not interested in new construction or just don't really want to look at somebody's job, but we enjoyed it and I enjoy showing you. So if you really want to learn more about new construction, then this is a good video for you. Hit the like button, subscribe, smash that bell, ding, so you know what I'm doing. You're watching HVAC Tips for Technicians. I'm Tad, and let's get started. Finishing up a job this week. I'm going to show you the rough end though. We've got the ductwork installed here. We're about to install this air handler. And this side, this section, this building is getting a 3-ton split heat pump, HMH7, so modulating heat pump. I'm going to show you the ductwork, show you how far we've gotten here, what we did, and then we're going to go over and take a look at the other section and look at the mini split install. Here's the heat pump air handler sitting on the box. This is going to be the return box. Supply is going to go straight up. You can see right there, there's a 8x6x12 boot. This is the area for that heat pump air handler. And there's the square duct that's going to come down to the supply side of that air handler. There's the line sets. And then this right here is a 3/8 drain tube for our condensate pump. Our 2 thermostat wires. One for the thermostat and one to go to the outdoor unit. This is a big bathroom area. Always labeled them. See right here, it's labeled thermostat. Okay, let's see where our line sets come out. Line sets go to the outdoor unit right there. Number 10 wire. And you can see we got the plates installed so that nobody pokes a hole in the line sets. Okay. So we got 2 6s, so that's 100, 200. We got another one, 300 CFM for 500. There's one in the pantry, 600. This is a bigger room. That's another 8, so 700 to 800. And then this was all open. So we've got that exposed round pipe, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's 1200 CFM as far as the vents, and it's a 3-ton unit, so that's perfect. Here's where our return is going to be, 20 by 30 return. And here's our thermostat wire. So really glad that we got this exposed duct. Looks really nice. Gave the option to have it come straight out or have it come out here and then do an offset with an elbow. And then we made a couple boots, 4 boots for those 4x12 white ceiling registers. Turned out nice. Now I'm going to show you the rough end of the mini splits. Got one main large area here. This is about 600 square foot, so I put a 18,000 BTU mini split in here, and the drain comes down and the line sets go up. So here's a rough end box here, and there's the drain, and there's the box. Turn on the light so you can see it. Communication cable, power to the indoor unit. It's all there. This is 600 square foot. Now we got a bedroom, a bathroom, and another bedroom. And instead of adding a mini split wall mount air handler in here and in here, I just got one right there on that wall. And that air will travel through this door, hit the bathroom, and we got a bath fan, of course, that'll pull in air, and it'll go into this room. So was able to save some money on the total price of the job. Here it is, rough end box. Drain goes down the wall and out, and the line sets go up. Why do line sets go up on both of these? That way we can run them over to where our outdoor unit's going to set outside, and it'll go down and out. And there's our wire for our 2-ton outdoor unit. We got 2 heads for that 2-ton outdoor unit. One is a 9,000 BTU wall mount air handler, and the other one is a 18,000 BTU air handler. Since this room is not more than 250 square foot, I didn't want to do a 12K or anything over a 12K. Plus, you got to make sure that you don't exceed the capacity of the outdoor unit. You can see we're about to set that outdoor unit there. We got both outdoor units, so we're about to finish this job. It's going to be nice. I was able to shave about $2,000-$3,000 off the price by just doing 2 heads in that 2-ton outdoor unit. The other price was for a 3-ton outdoor unit and 3 heads. That means it was going to be a 7, I think, for this area and a 7 for that area, okay, for this bedroom. But instead, I just made this a 9K. Told the customer they'd be fine. We'd have plenty of air in this room as long as we keep the door open, and this is going to be like a guest house. And this is going to be where the dog kennels are going to be. And we had to make sure that we ran the drains to where, and the line sets to where we weren't in the way of where the dog kennels were going to be. So it was well planned out, good execution, and it's going to work out great. 18,000 BTU for this room, 9,000 BTU for this bedroom, this bathroom, and this bedroom. Okay, I'll show you where the outdoor unit is going to be. So, outdoor unit is going to be out here. That HMH7 outdoor unit is going to be out there. As far as wire size and breaker size, we got a 60 amp breaker with a number 6 wire for the heat pump air handler, York. We've got a 25 amp breaker for the Samsung outdoor unit. And then we've got a 30 amp breaker, number 10 wire for the HMH7 York outdoor unit. We have 10 total vents for this HMH7 system, the split heat pump. The ductwork has got 10 vents. 8 of those are 6-inch vents, and 2 of those are 8-inch vents. And that is to equal our CFM of this 3-ton unit. We got 1200 CFM total, and we've got about 1200 CFM with those vents and those vent sizes. And then, of course, 200 square inches per ton, so we need 600 square inches, so we have a 20 by 30 return. All right, I'll show you. This is the before, I'll show you the after. Mini split system. This is where the drains come out. And then we've got some conduit here. And these are our two line sets that come from those rough in boxes. Here's our outdoor unit. There's the wire for the disconnect. 2 ton, 24,000 BTU. Okay. There's where the outdoor unit's going to go for the HMH7. There's where the line sets come out, the wire. Here's the outdoor unit, 3 ton, 36,000 BTU. Back on site, got the air handler installed, supply trunk going up, line sets going up, got our drain, got the condensate pump, float switch, pan. There's our return transition going into the box that we built. And I've got to do some wiring. See? I've got all this that I need to wire up. It goes to those 2 relays. If you don't know anything about the HMH7, how to wire this, I got a few videos installing this HMH7. I'll put those down below. Okay, let's go take a look. There's our thermostat. Got to finish that up. There's our return grill. Looking good. Looking good. There's that trunk line. Man, that looks good. Okay, let's go take a look at those wall mount mini splits that we got put in. Look at that. There's one. Man, that looks good. And you can see it's off the wall a little bit. That way you can mount it over the ridges. Man, that looks good. Okay. And then our other wall mount right here. Awesome. So this one right here will blow directly through that door. Bathroom has a bath fan. And then we'll be able to take care of this other bedroom. Beautiful. Okay. I'm going to start wiring up this HMH7. Love the way this turned out. Really nice. Got the thermostat wired up first. We got our first stage cooling, our second stage cooling. We got our auxiliary heat. We got our emergency heat. Of course, orange for the reversing valve. Beautiful. Setting up the thermostat. This is the T6. And one thing that's super important about setting this thermostat up is, of course, we want it non-programmable. Step 200, heating system type, it's a heat pump. Step 205, heating equipment type, air-to-air heat pump, 7. And then when we get to step 218, we should set it to 1. Why? Because this is a HMH7, energizes and heating. That's the one thing I wanted to show you. Compressor stages, of course, 2. And then we go to step number 300, set it to 1 for automatic. And that should be it. 387, oh, 1 minute delay. All right, set up. Outside condenser looks great. This is the HMH7. Disconnect on the wall. Samsung 2 ton with 2 heads. Looks good on a nice pad. There's a disconnect. Got the drain for this one, and then you can see that drain over there for the other one. Looks good. Power's on to the Samsung free joint multi. Oh, it's already recognized the heads. 0 and 0, 1. Okay. Excellent. All right, now we can turn them on cooling. All right. Turn this one on. Oh, we don't want Celsius, we want Fahrenheit. Turn it to Fahrenheit. We're going to turn it to about 68, and we're going to do a test. Now, I'm going to come over here with the remote. I'm going to turn this one on. Cooling. And let them run. I always take a picture of the outdoor connections for the control voltage here. C, B, Y, W, and S1. That way when I'm wiring it, it's easier. I know what I did outside as far as color code. I'm going to fire this one up now. Oh, E199. So what do we do? Okay, so K1, pipe check. Pipe check operation. We'll come back here in a minute and we should be good. I thought I was going to get away without having to do the pipe check, but looks like no, sir. All right, got the breaker on for the HMH7. So make sure that's in there good. I hear it. I hear it doing something. Excellent. I'll just put it on cooling. I'm gonna go check Samsung and make sure it's good to go. Okay, awesome. 450 at the bottom of the return grill. In the middle, 400 up top, about 290. So nothing over 500. That's great. Excellent. 72 degrees in the house. Unit's been running about 10 minutes. Taking a reading with the dual induct psychrometer. It's 52 degrees in the supply vent. So 20 degree split. Love it. It's going down. 400 feet per minute coming out of the supply vent. Excellent. That's 100%. Full speed. I like this HMH7. Glad I could help the homeowner and get this job. These are great people. And I gave them a few options. I gave them an option with 3 heads. I gave them an option with 2 heads. And the 2 is just going to work just as good as the 3. And now they're able to save some money. The Samsung is pumping 100% on cooling. Wonder if we got any water. It's really important to check and make sure that everything drains. Make sure that that condensate pump inside for that air handler is draining. Nothing's pouring down the wall. Anything? Nothing yet. Hasn't been running very long, so that's okay. I'll set it for 68. It says it's 68 in here. That's awesome. This is about 600 square foot. This is an 18,000 BTU. It says it's 68. Perfect. And then you got maybe 150 square foot, less than 100 square foot, another 150, 200 square foot. This is going to be awesome. And this is uninsulated. It should be fine once everything acclimates in here. I did tell the homeowner, please get a dehumidifier because, you know, they haven't finished the construction. So opening and closing these garage doors, getting that humidity in here, that duct could sweat. So, but it turned out just beautiful. Let me go ahead and turn this temperature back up. You can hear it. It's draining. Make sure you pull the little tab out of the pump. That way the pump actually works. Man, this turned out nice. This was a 3-ton unit. I'm going to go over the vents real quick and count the CFM. So one 8-inch line, 200 CFM. 2 more 6s. 3 400. Another 6, that's 500. That's 500 CFM so far. And then we got This would be equivalent to 6-inch lines, 4x12 register. So that's 400 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So far we got 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900. And then another 6, that's 1,000 CFM. We should have one more, and this is an 8-inch line, 6x12. So that's 1,100, 1,200. So 1,000 plus 200 more CFM, 1,200 CFM total. Hope you enjoyed that video. If you learned something, let me know in the comments what it was that you learned. Leave that comment below. Leave that question below. If you don't have a question, that's okay. Let me know who you are and let me know where you're from. I really appreciate you watching. Remember, I've got a bunch of videos on how to size ductwork, how to price equipment, how to sell equipment. I've got sales training videos, geothermal training. All of these videos are there for you to learn more, and they're on my members only playlist. So they're members only videos. So if you want to see all those videos, have access. It's level 3 membership. It's only 25 bucks. Super cheap for all those courses for you to learn more and advance yourself in this career. You've been watching HVAC Tips for Technicians. I'm Tad, and I'll keep you cool if you let me.